$300 billion. According to the American Institute of Stress, that's how much money employers spend on stress per year. This money goes towards stress-related missed days of work and stress-related healthcare. This subject is important because there are many ways to deal with stress, but we rarely ever do them. In the survey that I conducted, 93% of people said that they experienced some form of stress. It is important to deal with stress before negative effects arise. According to the American Institute of Stress, stress can even kill you, so it's important that we deal with it now. I believe it is important for everyone to live a life stress-free, or at least as stress-free as possible. I've done so much research on stress, and according to the CNBC, spending less time stressing equals more productivity. And aside from productivity, you'll just be generally more happier. Today, I will show you one way to reduce stress. It's awfully simple. First, I will show you the poor effects of stress, then I'll show you my solution, then we'll visualize some of the effects of my solution. Now, I will tell you about the poor effects of stress. Stress can lead to diseases and even to death. This story that I'm about to tell is from the University of Minnesota. Meet Sue, a young high school student. Sue has a very busy schedule full of extracurriculars. She's always running from one thing to another. Rarely she gets to spend time with her family. Usually she just lives off of fast food. Her mind is exhausted at night, but it keeps racing and she can't fall asleep. Sue begins to get sick, first with strep and then with mono. She gets stomach problems. She starts missing so much school. Because of all this missed school, her grades start to slip. And before she knew it, Sue wasn't the girl she once was. Sue's story is not an outlier, but the story of many people who suffer from chronic stress. Many people suffer from chronic stress. According to a survey taken by the Mental Health Organization in the UK, 74% of respondents reported feeling so stressed that they couldn't cope, or chronic stress. Chronic stress is a true health crisis. Chronic stress is marked by stress not leaving after the stressful event has passed. According to the American Institute of Stress, when you're in a stressful situation, our hormones get put into fight or flight mode. Basically, it's a huge surge of adrenaline. Sometimes this can be a helpful boost, but in the long term, it's not. It's only negative. Major health problems can come with chronic stress, again, according to the American Institute of Stress. Chronic stress can cause higher blood pressure, higher rates of cardiovascular disease, and it can lead to a heart attack. Chronic stress can also lead to short-term problems like sleeplessness and chest pain. Everyone is subject to stress in their lives. In my audience survey, only one person said that they weren't stressed. Stress can kill you, but I guess that's not that big of a deal. Now that we have talked about the poor effects of stress, we'll talk about my solution. One example for a solution to this problem is listening to music, which a lot of you said in my survey. You said that it was how you cope. Music may be good in theory, but it's actually not as good as you think. Unless you're listening to, according to the University of Nevada, unless you're listening to very soothing music, it actually will have the opposite effect. If it has any semblance of an upbeat tone, it will be completely useless, which most music does. According to the National Institute of Health, music also has no conclusive evidence that proves it to be a stress reducer. There are very few studies conducted on this topic, and those that were conducted had discrepancies. My solution is meditation. Adding meditation to your daily routine is easy. All you need is an extra 5 to 10 minutes, which everyone has in their day. According to Mayo Clinic, there are several kinds of meditation, and none of them take much practice. There's guided meditation, where you listen to a tape or video that kind of guides you through what you should be thinking, how you should breathe. And mindfulness meditation, which you can do without a tape, and it is a kind of meditation that helps you focus on an aspect of your body or an aspect of just focus in general, such as your breath. Most kinds of meditation involve deep breathing, though. Breathing can be important because it gives you a mental outlet as well as a physical one. What I mean by this is while you're thinking, you can also think about something physical in your body. Now I'm going to talk about how you can practice mindfulness meditation. You can even practice along with me for a few seconds. The first step is to find a comfortable position. Ideally, you'll be sitting, which I am not. You will maybe need to shift in the space that you're sitting in. Just find the most relaxed position you can. Try not to be tense. You may even want to shut your eyes. Just let the feeling overtake you. When you're doing this on your own, you will want a quiet room, but as long as you focus, other places can work as well. The next step is to take 5 deep breaths. You can take them along with me. I'll talk you through them. Focus on your breath. Try not to think of anything else. Think of how the air feels as it's going in and out of your lungs. If your brain wanders, that's okay. Just gently reel it back in. When you do it by yourself, you'll ideally do it for longer. Last one. Even just that little mini meditation can leave you feeling more relaxed. Meditation is insanely beneficial to those with chronic stress and even to those with other diseases. According to the University of Pittsburgh Medical Center, meditation rewires your brain to respond less severely to stress. It also lowers the rate of release of stress chemicals in your brain, which also helps to relax your body in the long term. According to Mayo Clinic, meditation can reduce the risks of many diseases. Diseases such as asthma, chronic pain, cancer, heart diseases, and sleep problems can all be helped through meditation. Meditation isn't a replacement for traditional treatment, of course, but it is a great addition. Some people don't want to meditate because they don't think that they have enough time. Almost everyone has a free 5 minutes in their day. Over 80% of people who responded to my survey said that they have 5 free minutes in their day. It doesn't have to be a whole ordeal like people think it has to be. It just has to be 5 minutes. It does take time to meditate, but it's well worth it. The huge benefits of meditation only come from 5 minutes of work. Rewiring the way that your brain deals with stress comes from 5 minutes a day of practice. Imagine this scenario. You're constantly overwhelmed at work. Your stomach is upset, you're stressed, and you have nowhere to turn. You can't stay at work because you're constantly getting sick. Your blood pressure is rising, and you die of a heart attack at the age 45. This could all have been prevented with meditation and stress relaxation techniques. Now, imagine this scenario. You're overwhelmed by your work. You take some deep breaths and you begin to meditate. Your worries fade as you breathe deeper and deeper. You come back the next day at work calm and collected. Meditation prevented a poor outcome. Now that we've seen life with and without meditation, we will conclude. Today we have learned about meditation. We have learned about the problems associated with chronic stress. Then we learned about how meditation can help. And then we learned about how meditation can be incorporated into our daily lives and how it can affect it. You need to ensure that you meditate each day. I want you to find a guided meditation on YouTube. 5 minutes works just fine. You could also find one that isn't guided as well. You could use one of those like we just did with the breathing. Tomorrow you will need to meditate, no matter which one you choose. It will leave you feeling calm and relaxed, and you certainly won't regret it. Meditate. It could save your life. Oh, note cards. And that's all of them. Thank you.